Hey guys, it's me Gabby from Probocolic, and today I will be reviewing The Elite by Kiera. This is the second book in the selection series, the first one being the selection, and I read the selection in September last year, and I enjoyed it a lot, but I wanted to continue reading this series in English as it's originally written and not a translated version. So it took me a while to find it in English, and when I did, I grabbed it right away. So today's video will be separated in two parts. First, I'll tell you main stuff about the series and like kind of what to expect of the second book, and then in the second part I will be telling you some spoiler stuff about the book, discussing my favorite moments, and telling you my opinion of the book. So without further ado, let's get started with the first part. If you have never read the selection or you never heard of this series, basically it takes place in a futuristic United States of America, which has actually turned into a kingdom. It is pretty interesting to see that the society there is separating groups. There are 8 groups called castes, and basically the first one is the royal family, and the 8th one are beggars, people who have nothing and who barely stay alive. Every group has their own kind of purpose, something that they bring to society. Our main protagonist's name is America. Surprise. In the beginning the name is kind of strange, but you get used to it. So she's in 5, which is pretty low down the scale. Her family is getting by, they have food, but it's definitely kind of hard. They're struggling from time to time. And as 5s, they are a family of musicians. She sings and plays the violin and the piano, and basically the 5s either do dance or paint like artists or do musical stuff. In order for the heir of the throne to find a wife, because in this instance he's a male prince, there is this selection of young bright women that come to the palace. It is basically like a competition. He gets to know them, and from all, I think there are like 40 girls, he chooses 6 that are in the elite, and then he chooses only 1 to be his wife and future queen. That is the main premise of the book. It is pretty interesting and unique, and I really did enjoy it. I definitely recommend this series if you're searching for something very humorous and interesting. There is a lot of romance and friendship and family drama, and I did enjoy it. I definitely don't think this is like the best young adult series, but it's definitely something that I, as a reader, I'm happy that I read, and I do recommend it. Now I'll go over my favorite moments and stuff about the book. So if you haven't read it, I have to say bye for now. Read the second one and then come back so that we can discuss it. Bye and have a great weekend. And the first thing I want to discuss is the love triangle. Usually I really don't like them because it is impossible for me as a reader to figure out how a person can love 2 other people equally. I just think that you always have one of them closer to your heart. But here, what happens is actually that American, she never loves them equally at the same time, which is something that I want to point out. There are those mood swings that she has from like when she's with Max and she really loves him, but then he kind of pushes her away, so she goes to Aspen and then she goes to Max, and yeah. At some points I was like, choose one already. But I think that even though she likes Maxon more, he comes with a title that she has to be a princess, and she doesn't know if she's ready, if she can actually do that. And choosing Aspen is just like safe option. She knows that he'll love her, that she will be happy, and yeah. So I understand her confusion, but I just want her to choose one already. Maxon, if possible. So I do like the romance, and I do think that it was well built, but I just hope that in the 3rd book she finally chooses someone, and not in the end, but like in the beginning. About Aspen as a character, I don't hate him because, yeah, even though I'm Team Maxon, I still think that Aspen is a really good guy. He does so much for America, he really does care for her, and he doesn't want her to get hurt. But he does not believe in her abilities and that she's actually strong enough. And on page 131, there is this quote that he says, "Sorry, Mayor, I don't. You don't have it in you to be as calculating as they are." He basically says that she's not good enough to be a princess. And I have not been spoiled about the series, but I think that she'll prove him wrong in the end. I really hope so. So the next major thing I want to talk about are the Northerners and Southerners attacking the castle. At some points, I'm just wondering if her father is not part of that group, because when she told him about the books and the hidden library, I was like, that does not sound like a good idea. And then they were stealing books. It was kind of a coincidence, but really, was it a coincidence? I'm not sure, but for rebels to be stealing books seems kind of strange. And I honestly thought that in the end, the last storming of the castle would resolve in Maxon and America being captured by one of the group rebels. That would be so cool, and I don't know, I would really like to see them react and everything that they will have to go through. So, at the end, a little bit before like the actual end, America tells the whole state of America, or like the kingdom of America, that she wants to eradicate the caste system. And honestly, when I read it, I was like, wait, what? I swear, I just threw the book away on my bed and I was like, no, I'm not reading that. No. Of course, I read it and I finished it, and I was like, it's some part of me wants those systems to be gone because they are really bad for people and they really discriminate people. But on the other hand, saying that in front of everyone in such an open way I was sure it will mean that she'll have to go home, or that like she'll have a big fight with Maxon, but I didn't think that the king will actually beat his son up for standing up for America. I never really liked the king. I liked the queen more, but I never thought him to be such a monster. And now I'm kind of wondering if it will be such a bad idea for him to be overthrown, because I do believe that Maxon will be a better king. So, in conclusion, I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy it. There were some parts that were so funny. America as a character grows so much on me as a reader, and she develops a lot as a person. I do enjoy reading this series, and I will definitely continue reading it if I am able to find the third book in English. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed reading about all these amazing dresses and parties and royal intrigues. Stay tuned for more and have an amazing week.